I will also solve some other examples. The second example is to find cotangent for 300 degree. We will apply the steps which we have mentioned in our lesson. 300 degree is already a primary directed angle, and it locates in the fourth quadrant because it is greater than 270 and smaller than 360. And cotangent is negative in the fourth quadrant because of a stick. And write the angle as a sum or difference of two angles, which one of them is a quadrantal angle. We have written this as 270 plus 30. In the fourth quadrant, use the sign from the second. In the fourth step, the first step is to use the sign from the second step, which is minus. And in the fourth step, the second step is whether 300 is an odd multiple of 90 or 300 is an even multiple of 90 degree. We know that 270 is an odd multiple of 90 degree. So if we have odd multiple of 90 degree, we should change cofunction to function or function to cofunction. We are changing cotangent into tangent. So in the third step, remove the quadrantal angle. So if we remove the quadrantal angle, only 30 degree will be remained. And in the fifth step, we should find the value for the remaining angle, and the value of the remaining angle will be square root 3 over 3. So finally the answer is cotangent of 300 degree is minus square root 3 over 3. Also in our next example, we have cosine pi over 2 plus alpha. Here we are going to apply the 5 steps to find the value of our cosine of pi over 2 plus alpha. The first step is to find the primary directed angle. Pi over 2 plus alpha is already a primary directed angle, and it locates in the second quadrant. Why? Because we have added alpha to with 90 degree. In the second step, cosine is what is the sign of the function in the second quadrant? The sign of cosine is negative in the second quadrant. In the third step, write the angle as the sum or difference of two angles which we have written. In the fourth step, to use the sign from the second step, and in the fourth step, the second step of the fourth step is to whether the angle is an even multiple of the pi over 2 or an odd multiple. We know that pi over 2 is itself pi over 2, and it is an odd multiple, so the function should be changed to its cofunction, and we are going to write cosine. We are going to change cosine into sine. Also in the third step, we should remove the quadrantal angle, and here we have removed pi over 2, and only alpha is remained. And find the value for the remaining angle. So the remaining angle is alpha, and we cannot find a numeric number to this, so the answer is minus sine alpha. Also we have another example, which is tangent 2 pi minus alpha. The first step, we should find primary directed angle. The 2 pi minus alpha is already a primary directed angle because it is smaller than 2 pi, because we have subtracted alpha from 2 pi. And also it locates in the fourth quadrant, and the function, the sign of the function is negative in the fourth quadrant, or the sign of tangent is negative in the fourth quadrant. And we have written this as a difference of two angles, and we have used the sign from the second step, and 2 pi is an even multiple of pi over 2. So we cannot change function to its co-function and remove the quadrantal angle. So if we remove the quadrantal angle, only alpha will be remained, and find the trigonometric value for the remaining angle, which is alpha, and we cannot a numeric value for alpha. So the solution or the answer of this example of tangent or the answer of tangent 2 pi minus alpha will be minus tangent alpha. So this these were our reduction formulas. But one thing should be kept in mind, that reduction formulas are really useful for a quadrantal angle and a variable angle. For a numerical angle, we can use a reference angle, but this is only and only really useful for a quadrantal angle and a variable angle. So these were our reduction formulas. Hope you understand, and if you have any question, write or comment below, and best of luck.